What's up, YouTube? You're here, Paulo from Down, Down, Up, Up, and yes, I am not missing this. It's just that now that the shows are later in the week, I have to wait a bit longer before prediction time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my predictions for WWE NXT TakeOver War Games 3. Even though we seem to have dropped numbers with said takeovers, looking to be an exciting weekend. I just enjoyed a lot of wrestling yesterday in the form of AEW Dynamite, NXT, and a fair episode of SmackDown, if I'm being honest. The way I watch them these days, I enjoy watching Raw live most of the time, and then I save the Wednesday shows for Friday so I can get through all of them kapow with all my friends. So, now that those are done, it's time to talk about NXT War Games 3. It's predictions time. I cannot wait to see how this weekend is going to go. As usual, be sure to check the channel for, because this is a Big 4 weekend, check for my Survivor Series predictions. Hopefully we'll be up tomorrow because I'm expecting kickoff matches. Come on, it's a 2-hour kickoff. They're going to announce something. So make sure to check out that video before Survivor Series kicks off, you beautiful people. I'm hoping to do results and review videos for both shows this time. Wasn't really feeling it so much for Crown Jewel, other than The Fiend is Universal Champion and has changed the color of the title, although not as big a change as the Intercontinental title, but we'll get to that in another video. Can't believe they actually pulled the trigger on that one. But let's talk about War Games 3, baby. Alright, it's the first War Games to get 2 War Games matches. So we're looking like we're going to be getting a 4-match card, although they could swerve us with a 5th match, and they seem to have already in the form of Isaiah Swerve Scott, but I'll get to that again in just a couple of seconds. Now, we've got 4 matches for the main card. Could there be a surprise 5th match that goes for 6 seconds like the Matt Riddle-Ono match last year? Doesn't look likely because I think for the first time in NXT history, to my knowledge, they are considering a kickoff pre-show match live on the pre-show, not just saved for next week's NXT, but a kickoff match shown live before War Games. They've never done that to my knowledge. Everything they tape during kickoff time is saved for next week's episode of NXT. This could be not the case this time, because a match was announced for the pre-show that lists Isaiah Swerve Scott taking on Angel Garza. If I have to predict that one off the ball, I'd have to pick Isaiah Swerve Scott. He's been getting a lot of good momentum in NXT lately. Garza had a great match with Lio Rush and lost due to shenanigans, even though it wasn't really intentional by Lio Rush. But I think for the sake of building up the newer person, this match should go to Scott. I think that's what we should do for that. But I digress. We'll see what happens. But let's move on to the main card. Here we go. Now, let's talk about one of the War Games matches first. Get things exciting right off the bat. It's the first ever women's War Games match, which makes it even more exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do in there. We got Team Rhea Ripley. I'm really enjoying Ripley on NXT now, and SmackDown and Raw when she shows up. She pinned Charlotte on SmackDown. I still can't believe that. That was great. Great ending to that match. Team Rhea Ripley, which consists of Tegan Nox, Mia Yim, who I got a shout out for that ladder match. How did you do that? How did you go through that? Wow. So that's right, Rhea Ripley, Tegan Nox, Mia Yim, and I'm already struggling, Candice LeRae, right? Should be Candice LeRae. I hope I'm right. There's a lot to keep track of this weekend, and I still don't even know the details of the men's NXT Survivor Series team. So we'll see when we get there, I guess. Maybe tomorrow. I'll let you know. But that's Team Ripley taking on Team Shayna Baszler. Longest NXT, well, I guess it's not longest reigning NXT Women's Champion, but she has the most combined days over Asuka with her 2 reigns. And honestly, the way things are going, it looks like Shayna is going to outlast Asuka's reign. So, more power to her. Team Shayna Baszler, consisting of not her 2 friends on the team, although if they interfere, that will be a kind of a surprise to me. Team Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Kay Ray, the NXT UK Women's Champion. I was stunned to see her show up and interfere in that ladder match. I've been a big Kaylee Ray fan since probably early 2017, so her jumping into this all of a sudden makes things 100 times better for me. Who's going to win? Honestly, you could look at the potential of the champions losing for this because it's a non-title match. I'm not looking at it for this one. I think Shayna Baszler needs more momentum going into the triple threat match on Sunday. And look at her team, for goodness sake. Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray. I'm going for Team Shayna Baszler. I just see this another takeover win for her. Preferably Ripley doesn't take the fall because she's probably the biggest investment on the face team right now. I just don't see the benefit of the faces winning. For me, it's not believable. I'll be honest with you guys. That is my main issue. For me, Team Ripley beating Team Shayna in this match is not believable. I'm sorry to say I am up for Ripley. Candice has been doing great on her own lately. But the rest of the team, I just don't buy a win with them. I don't see it. I'm going for Team Shayna. I think they need this more going into Sunday. And to be honest, I am more fond of all 4 women on that team. Boom. Roasted. Moving on to the next match. Let's talk about probably the easiest match to predict on the whole card. Finn Balor, the cheeky monkey, the biggest troll on WWE's roster right now, I personally believe, is getting a singles match. Ever since he came back and turned heel, attacking Johnny Gargano and ruining my hopes and dreams, seeing that man every week to cheer me up and inspire. Unfortunately, he will be not taking on Johnny Gargano because injuries are a thing, and they've really annoyed me the past month when it comes to Johnny and the Velveteen Dream. But someone has stepped up to the plate, and that someone is Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, originally on Team Ciampa for the men's War Games match, has stepped out to try to take care of this little pest. I wish you luck, Matt Riddle, but unfortunately, my prediction will be Finn Balor. He is definitely due for this win. I can't believe they've waited this long to have him wrestle. Once Johnny was announced injured, I thought they would be maybe doing a couple of squash matches with Finn on a regular basis. Didn't happen. But if Finn Balor loses this match, a lot of questions will have to be asked. And I love Matt Riddle. He's great. That's not the issue. The issue is bringing back one of the stalest baby faces on the main roster, making him look like a certified badass back home, trolling everyone constantly, and losing on his first TakeOver match in NXT, technically since earlier this year with Jordan Devlin, but you want to look back before that, since 2016. Come on, Finn Balor. You're going to win. Moving on. Let's talk about triple threat match. Ooh, I knew this was going to get juicy when those 3 started getting in each other's face. I did not expect a reward for the winner. That's right, it's a triple threat match. Winner faces Adam Cole, baby, for the NXT Championship at Survivor Series. A prediction I'm very happy that came true. Once the WWE Championship match was announced for Survivor Series between Brock and Ray, I was thinking, wait a second, if it's Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, how about we just have the usual brand wars, but save every world champion for a championship match on the show? It happened. We're getting 3 world championship matches on that show, and this triple threat at War Games 3 will solve who Adam Cole's opponent will be. It will be Killian Dane, Damian Priest, a character I love and cannot get enough of him these days, and Pete Dunne taking out each other. And this, honestly, I was already ready for a Pete Dunne Damian Priest rematch. Now that Killian Dane's thrown in the mix, this they could kill each other. I see a lot of potential with this match, including a table spot. They could destroy each other. Who's gonna win? I have it's head over heart right now, and I'm really glad I said those in the right order. Otherwise, I would have been made to look like a huge doofus. So I hate to say it, Killian Dane is probably the one who might take the fall in this. Maybe not, because Killian Dane versus Adam Cole, I don't really see the point in that, if I'm being honest. Oh boy. Pete Dunne is great. He is great, and he is definitely the main event level character he needs to be out of a championship context right now. But Damian Priest has just been fun all the way through for me. When he debuted, I was thinking this is just going to be another Aleister Black ripoff. It didn't really go that way. He's fun. He's fun. His style is fun, and he does a lot more and offers a lot more to the table than I thought he would. He's great. This is definitely a very biased opinion from me right now. I'm a huge Priest fan, and oh my gosh, I really would love to see him win this match and get an NXT Championship match right away. But you gotta remember one thing. The winner of this match gets a championship match on a WWE mainstream pay-per-view. They gotta go with the obvious choice that the fans will recognize, at least in their minds that the fans will recognize. Pete Dunne. And I have no problem with that. Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole should be great. I'm pretty sure this match has already happened at some point, and I think I remember loving it. So if we're doing this again, oh boy. And here's the thing, if Pete Dunne wins the triple threat, do you think he could win the NXT Championship? Do you think we just get that huge swerve that night of, what? Where did that come from? I'm picking Pete Dunne. I have to pick Pete Dunne. He's the odd man. He's the face in the triple threat match. Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, TakeOver to Survivor Series. Sounds good to me. And let's wrap up. War Games, most likely the main event. It's going to be the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, NXT's champions, taking on Team Ciampa, featuring Tommaso Ciampa. #Daddy's home. Keith Lee, a man who defies gravity every time he steps in the ring. And originally Matt Riddle, but recently replaced by Dominik Dijakovic. It is about damn time, although my goodness, the ladder match that Cole and Dijakovic had, it was good. Oh, but Dijakovic, I'm sorry about your leg, because that might be an issue. We'll see what happens there. And to spicing it up even more, they still have not announced their fourth teammate, if there's a fourth teammate. So, obviously, being a predictions video, I might as well at least predict the fourth man. I could think of a lower-esque, newer talent that's coming through. I could think of a UK talent that they want to throw in this. Nobody is sounding like they make as much sense as a man the Undisputed Era personally took out some time ago. I'm not 100% sure about the extent of his injury compared to Johnny Gargano, who I know he's not going to be in this. I don't think Johnny is going to be in this. Hate to say it. He's beautiful, no matter what they say. He's not going to be in this. I'm picking the Velveteen Dream. I think the Velveteen Dream will make it for War Games 3. He would be beautiful in it, because that means we get the elbow from the top of the cage. Oh, can we? And that should be the final spot in that match, too, if I'm being honest. I'm picking the Dream, and I'm picking Team Ciampa. The Undisputed Era lost last year's, and they might as well lose this year's, too. I know the idea has been that they are now the top of the game. They have all the gold, and winning this match should not be a problem for them. But there's so much potential on the other team. And a lot of people need to remember, Tommaso Ciampa is Tommaso Ciampa. He cannot lose in War Games right now. That does not make any sense whatsoever. It also puts some doubt in the fans' minds of Adam Cole's championship run going in to Survivor Series, where he most likely will retain, but it spices it up just a little bit more. So there you have it. On the back of my hand, I'm picking Isaiah Swerve Scott, if that match is shown on the kickoff. Finn Balor, Team Shayna Baszler, Pete Dunne, and Team Ciampa. Those are my predictions. I don't know why I'm looking at you like this right now. There we go. Thank you, everyone, for watching another beautiful predictions video on this channel. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you are looking most forward to tonight. Yeah, it's tonight, baby. Let's go. It's going to be a fun show. Looking forward to a great weekend. I hope you all are too. And thank you so much for 71 subscribers. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if we actually make it to triple digits? Oh my gosh. See what happens. Life goes on. I'll see you all for my Survivor Series predictions. Keep it real.